They say those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. But what exactly is history trying to tell us? From ancient empires to modern revolutions, the past speaks, not in whispers, but in patterns, consequences, and warnings. Scene 1. The rise and fall of empires: Rome, Persia, the Mongols, the British Empire. Each grew powerful, and each eventually collapsed. Why? History shows us that unchecked ambition, economic inequality, and overextension are repeated themes before a fall. Power, it seems, carries within it the seeds of destruction. Scene 2. War and human nature. World War I was the war to end all wars. And yet, only 2 decades later, the world plunged into an even greater conflict. History reveals how pride, fear, and nationalism can cloud reason. It shows how propaganda manipulates, how diplomacy fails, and how ordinary people get caught in extraordinary destruction. Scene 3. Social movements and change. From the French Revolution to the Civil Rights Movement, people have always risen when pushed to the edge. History teaches us that injustice, when ignored, doesn't disappear. It grows louder. And when enough people stand together, they can shake the very foundation of governments. Scene 4. Technology and transformation. The printing press sparked the Reformation. The steam engine launched the industrial age. The internet changed the world in a single generation. Every time technology transforms us, it rewrites the rules of society, changing how we work, communicate, even think. History tells us to prepare for change, or be left behind. Scene 5. Pandemics and global crises. From the Black Death to the Spanish flu to COVID-19. Pandemics are not new. History teaches us how fear spreads faster than disease, and how resilience comes not just from medicine, but from cooperation, compassion, and knowledge. History isn't just a record. It's a whisper from the past, a mirror to the present, and sometimes a warning for the future. What if everything we're living today has already happened before? History has shown us some common patterns: rapid expansion and conquest, economic strain and inequality, corrupt or detached leadership, resistance from within collapse from overconfidence. Rome gave us roads, laws, and architecture, but also taught us that no empire is too big to fall. The fall doesn't always come from invasion. Sometimes it begins from within. The cost of war: World War I began with a single assassination. World War II began with a treaty ignored and a dictator empowered. Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan. Different names, same roots: fear, control, and miscalculation. What does history tell us? That war never ends where it starts. That human lives become currency in geopolitical games. That peace is not a guarantee, it is a decision. Only the dead have seen the end of war. Plato, revolutions, and the power of the people. When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty. French Revolution, Indian independence, American Civil Rights Movement, Arab Spring. History shows that people can and do change the world when their voices rise together. But revolutions are not fairy tales. They are often violent, unpredictable, and painful. The lesson? Change is possible, but it comes at a cost. Economic booms and crashes. The Great Depression, 1929, the 2008 financial crisis, the dot-com bubble, to the end. Every time greed surpasses regulation, the bubble bursts. Patterns to watch. Speculation becomes obsession. The rich get richer fast. Collapse comes suddenly, but not without history of propaganda and information control. From the Roman Empire's public speeches to Hitler's manipulation of radio, history shows us how information becomes a weapon in times of war and political change. The truth has always had enemies, not just on battlefields, but on the airwaves. The fall of democracies don't always fall in a day. They crack slowly through corruption, disinformation, and loss of public trust. Examples: fall of the Roman Republic. Nazi Germany's rise through legal means modern erosion of voting rights. History teaches us that freedom doesn't vanish. It fades unless we protect it. Religion and power. From the Crusades to the Inquisition to modern theocracies, history reveals how religion has been used to unify and divide, to heal and to conquer. When faith becomes a tool of the state, belief turns into control. Slavery and human rights. Ancient Egypt, the transatlantic slave trade, colonial exploitation history carries a deep scar. But it also shows progress. Abolition, civil rights, global movements for justice. History tells us what humanity is capable of, both at its darkest and its most courageous. Women in history